And that's that. There's the whistle. Let the party begin. Coventry City are Championship champions. The Sky Blues are heading to the top division as the team at the top of the table. 8 years ago, they were winning promotion from League Two. Now they are Premier League bound as the second tiers stand outside. They're heading back to where they want to be, to where they were before their world collapsed around them. And they have sealed the title the way they would have wanted to, at home with a thumping victory. A quarter of a century on from their top-flight relegation, they celebrate their return as second-tier winners. The Sky Blues have been playing up all season. Now they are going up too, in style. And Portsmouth, on the night, may have been roundly beaten, but they are safe in the Championship for another season. The final whistle has gone at Oxford United, and Wrexham have won there. So Portsmouth have found a way late on in the campaign to fly up the table, while all others around them struggled. And even though tonight has very much not gone their way here, it has elsewhere. One team is going up, the other team staying up. It is quite a night at the CBS Arena. Coventry City 5, Portsmouth 1. Coventry City are Championship champions. And in the end, quite a night unfolding in front of us here. Well, Gareth, plenty to take it in that second half in particular, and Coventry City, in the end, worthy winners of this division.
Yeah, I said pre-kick-off that on paper Coventry City were the standout winners or the standout performers for this game, and I wasn't wrong. Sometimes Portsmouth can throw a spanner in the works in terms of their performances and the results that we got this seen in the last week, but massive congratulations to Coventry City. They've been through the mill, these fans. You can see the pride that they have in their team. Lots of emotion in the ground, actually. Around different fans. So much pride towards their team and how they've conducted themselves this season. They've been on such a journey, 25-year exodus from the Premier League. They're finally back there. Performances like the second half are exactly why they are back there, because it was almost night and day from the first half, really. I thought that they were really attacking, really intent on what they wanted to achieve. They wanted to go for the throat and get 3, 4, 5 goals. That's exactly what they've done. And testament to Frank Lampard. He sent his team out to go and get promotion to the Championship in the second half, and they carried that out to a man.
Incidentally, while we're watching these scenes unfold here, Leicester City have been relegated to League One elsewhere. Remarkably, a decade on from winning the Premier League, the Foxes will play in the third tier next season. There'll be much fallout and indeed reaction to that. But here, it is all about Coventry City going up with a flourish. What a campaign it has been. 44 games they've played. They've scored 90 goals, picked up 89 points. And understandably, the fans here are serenading the man at the centre of it all.
Yeah, and rightly so. I mean, you've just mentioned Leicester City there, David, and I think the problem with that football club is there's been a lack of direction. Lack of direction from the top, from the management, from the board. The opposite of what we have here at the CBS Arena, and Frank Lampard he's been given the tools at his disposal, make no bones about that, but he still has to drive those players and give them the right mentality to go out and perform week in, week out. Instances where you see them playing with the back three on Friday night, and now all of a sudden they change to a back four, and they're still as fluid in possession, regardless of the game plan, regardless of the formation, and that's because they're so well drilled, because of that man there. Of course, he's got staff around him and players around him that can carry it out. As we've seen so many times over the years. Lots of teams have the players at their disposal, they just don't quite get the results, but that hasn't been the case at Coventry.
And a quick word on Portsmouth as well. We can't see them here. They're not wearing the sunglasses. They're not parading the celebrations. But they are safe as Leicester City are down. Sheffield Wednesday are down. Oxford United in the relegation zone, and they cannot catch Portsmouth.
Yeah, I mean, it's congratulations to John Massinio and Portsmouth in terms of retaining the championship status. That's success in itself. I mean, he broke down the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks of the season into a mini-season, and they've performed admirably. Okay, they've lost 5-1 tonight, but the 3 games previous are ultimately what's kept them in the division. I don't think Portsmouth fans will be satisfied with the team's performances throughout the season. I think that they'll be looking for more than what they've seen on the pitch. I think that they'll want progress from this next season in terms of, can we start edging towards a mid-table finish or beyond? How that looks off the pitch, I'm not too sure. In terms of the ownership and investment, that's obviously all to be decided, but Portsmouth fans aren't going to be happy with just staying in the division. They're going to, at some point, want progress, and progress like we're seeing here on the pitch at CBS.
Huge progress here in the last few years. Let's not forget, Coventry City started the championship campaign unbeaten in 12 games. They've been at the summit since the start of October. Even though they seem to be self-destructing a little through December and January when their form dipped, they picked up just 16 points from 13 games. But when Middlesbrough moved from 8 points behind the Sky Blues to level on points with them, Coventry really put their feet down and didn't stop. They won the fixture between the two, and they haven't looked back since. Understandably, he is incredibly proud of what he's done, what the players have done, what they've been allowed to do by the hierarchy at the club. And they've gained, with 2 games to go, 20 more points than last season when they finished 5th and lost 3-2 on aggregate to eventual winners Sunderland in the playoff semi-finals. They have gone not just one step further forward down the road, but a fair few.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talk about the individuals and the team as a collective. So congratulations to them and the way that they've conducted themselves. As you mentioned, David, they went through a little bit of a lull in that December, January, where you know, you really get tested as a team and as a player. Can you hang in there? Can you have the resilience to bounce back, get back to what you're good at? It obviously stems from the top with a manager like Frank Lampard, and you have to take your hat off to Frank Lampard. You could very easily go and sit on a beach or play golf every day, but he wants to still be involved in football. He wants to be a manager, and it's not an easy job, as everyone knows. Fantastic footballer. He's now started to get a few more strings to his bow in terms of his management. Reasonably successful period at Derby in terms of getting to the championship playoff. Played to him under those financial restrictions at Chelsea and his time there, and all of a sudden he's promoted to the Premier League with Coventry. The neutral supporter is sitting up in their armchair and seeing Frank Lampard as a really good manager now.
So good to see Milan van Ewijk, amongst others, leading the celebrations. Tatsuhiro Sakamoto there, who's injured and is likely to miss the last couple of games. He's missed the last few, but very much part of the setup, part of the celebrations. It's been a real squad effort, with the quality coming off the bench tonight. A real demonstration of what they have up their sleeve at this level. The challenge, of course, for them now is to take all this to the next level. And either players to grow in ability and experience, or for recruitment to be on point for the Premier League challenge. Last in the top flight in 2000, 2001, but they're back with a bang. And with a very happy manager at the helm. 9 wins from the last 13 league games have not only got them over the line, they've got them the title